Hey, what's going on? It's Pinata Dubs. It's been a little while, but anyways, I just wanted to do a little quick tutorial on making a bass sound out of this sound. So we'll listen to the example after I play the sound. So I made a bass out of this. Very basic. So let's listen to it and then we'll get right into how I did that. No serum, no anything.
Okay.
Alright, so that is the sound. Now, this is what it sounds like just alone. So this is it. Alright, so this is what it sounds like. Alright, so it's got... So all it is this. I just made it out of that. So we'll just get into the processing real quick. So first off, we have downsample. I don't think this is actually really doing anything. Might be doing like a little bit. I don't think it's doing much. And then we have frequency shifter. I use this actually a lot, and all I did was just kind of... This was actually accidental. When I was like copy and pasting the different like sample bits, it did this automation somehow. So this was all by accident, but it was actually really cool, so I kept it. All it's doing is just adjusting the fine to give it like that different timbre. It kind of happened perfectly because it kind of follows that like Riddim 1-2-1-2, dun, 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 you know, that Riddim shit. So that's what that's doing. So actually, let me turn off everything, and then as we go through the sound, I'll introduce everything back in. It's a really simple sound too. I mean, it's really getting driven home by the delay and the Yo-Man, I think. The Yo-Man might not be doing as much, but this is what it sounds like as of right now. So not super interesting, but we'll get a lot more interesting with the delay. So I think the delay is really what makes it the sound what it is. So basically, if you play with the so you get a delay normally like this, where it's at either third or fourth, and then if you press sync, then it pops up this. And if you keep this linked, you can even unlink it for some even crazier effects. But I wouldn't have this on all the time. I would kind of use the dry wet to kind of bring it in and out if I would use it. But basically, if you do that, if you change the timbre around, this is really like where the sound came from. It's just the delay. Like if I change the delay, that's really where like the timbre comes from. So that really gives the sound the timbre that I was looking for, and then a bit of Yo-Man just to kind of add that metallic-iness to it. So that's really what gives it the whole like metallic thing. Usually feedback is at 75, lowered it to 40, nothing too crazy, but I think it's usually around here when you get the Yo-Man. So I just bring it down all the way here whenever I'm looking for that metallic power. I could have probably put it here, but I just like to hear. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify something. I'm just gonna move myself for the purpose of this. So I was talking about the Yo-Man. So I don't think I said what it was. So the Yo-Man is actually under chorus, which is right here. and it's just a preset. So I learned about it from Wooly. So Wooly uses it a lot in his sound design, and basically what it does is it transforms sounds to be metallic if you use them correctly. So in my example, it was something like this, and that gave my sound the metallic timbre that I was looking for. Now, if you up the feedback, then it adds a lot of metallic, but it's also a lot crazier and a lot harsher. Anyways, back to the video. Next up, Fat Rack. This is the excellent sound Fat Rack. They basically just remade the VR Fat Rack. I don't use this on all my sounds, but I use it on quite a bit. But it's just basically like helping you in the stereo regions and compression and saturation and all that kind of jazz. So if you want a link to that, I'll try to remember and put it in the description. But everything on there is pretty straightforward. I guess I turned off. Oh no, that's my glue compressor. I don't know why I put 2. Anyways, next up, glue compressor, just to kind of add power to it. Oh, actually no, this comes with the Fat Rack. Okay, sometimes I don't use the Fat Rack and I just put a glue compressor. And then we have reverb, which I think I turned off when I recorded the sound for the actual song so I could automate it myself. Yeah, because all these reverb automations are actually like this is all fucked. But basically reverb is just so I could just do my reverb throws into the next section. So that's what that was. And then auto filter, this is because I believe, oh yeah, so this is the sound, the bass that gets filtered into the drop. So this isn't actually the drop synth. The drop synth is the one I showed you earlier. So this one's actually deactivated and all that jazz. Anyways, so that's the first version of it. And then we have, I believe, this version. Yeah, so this version is, yeah, it's all the same. I think I tried to put a manipulator on it and I didn't really like it. The only thing different about this is we have a vocoder on an enhance modulator, and then for the whatever the hell that is, the band's 20. I don't think I messed around with it too much. I just kind of liked it a bit, and then simply just downsample it 34. I could have played around with it a little bit more to get different timbres, but this was mainly just a very like background layer to complement the first layer. And then I believe we're on to the next part. So I can play the next part. I'll just play like the build up and then into the drop, and then I'll explain to you what's going on there. I don't think much has changed though. Oh, whoops. So I don't think anything is different, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. So I think what's going on here is just that all the effects are essentially the same, except maybe, I think the delay I'm actually playing with automating. Maybe not actually. Oh no, I just changed. So in the other patch, it's at 24 milliseconds, and then this one, it's at 21.6, which gives it a different timbre, and then the downsampling is up by 8, so it's at 9 right now. Apart from that, I'm not seeing anything really different. Just glancing at it, nothing different about it actually. Apart from that, I added a utility bass mono. I don't know why I did that. I think I was just writing this song like super quick. I'll leave a link to it in the description in case you want to hear it. I was just messing around with some samples because I don't always have ideas for basses, but basically the why this bass sounds so different is these little chunks right here. So I think, and also you can hear the downsampling a bit, which gives it that like weird timbre. But I believe some of these are just, yeah, I just use different texture modes to get some of these. And then I believe probably if we look at like the first one, you can just look at these. And these are texture, but a different grain size, flux all the way down. And did I do any volume? Not really. No volume automations really. I don't think I needed it too much. But yeah, that's pretty much the sound in essence. I think I just wanted to show you that delay is a very good tool to make basses out of pretty much anything really. I think the delay in Yo Man is a very good combo, and then some compression and whatever else you want to throw in there to make the sound a little bit different. Vocoders, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a tutorial on just, I guess, the delay and how you can use it creatively to make bass sounds out of pretty much anything. Alright, so I realized that I didn't actually shoot an outro for the video, but I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it taught you that you can make bass sounds out of anything using delay. So that's cool. Anyways, so I'm going to be trying to do these videos semi-regularly and really trying to bring the content out to you guys more frequently. I realized that music live streams are not the way to go for me right now. That was my first plan. Now we're on to plan 2, which is a little bit different. Shorter content, and I hope that you guys enjoy that. Hopefully we'll be able to bring back the live streams eventually, but for now it's just not the way for me to grow the channel the way that I wanted to. So anyways, check all my links down below. There's Twitter, SoundCloud, and Instagram, and Facebook. So those are all the links that you can follow me at to keep up to date with me. New music is going to be coming out monthly. I already posted this month's new song, which is actually the one that I featured in the video. So hopefully, if you enjoyed that drop, then go check out the full song. It was Barely Alive inspired, kind of like intro, 80s vibe kind of thing. I was listening to a lot of Barely Alive at the time and watching their live streams. So yeah, anyways, hope you enjoy, and don't forget to check out the links. Bye. Have a good one.